Hello students, hope all are fine and safe. Children, today in this session we will discuss the poem Chivi from your honeycomb text. Let us understand what the poet is trying to tell us in this poem. The poet of this poem is Michael Van Rosen. He was born on 7th May 1946, is an English children's author and poet who has written 140 books. He served as Children's Laureate from June 2007 to June 2009. He has also been a TV presenter and a political columnist. Michael Rosen was born into a Jewish family in Harrow with roots in what is now Poland, Russia and Romania. Rosen attended state schools in Pinner and Harrow and Watford Grammar School for boys. Having discovered the range of Jonathan Miller, he thought, wouldn't it be wonderful to know all about science and know all about art and to be funny and urban and all that. His mother was by this time working for BBC, producing a program featuring poetry. She persuaded her son to write for it and use some of the material he submitted. Subsequently, in his own words, Michael says that he went to Middlesex Hospital Medical School and started on the first part of a medical training, jacked it in and went on to a degree in English at Oxford University. He then worked for the BBC until they chucked him out, and he has been a freelance writer, broadcaster, lecturer, performer ever since. That's to say, since 1972. Most of his books have been for children, but that's not how he started out. Sometime around the age of 12 and 13, he began to get a sense that he liked writing and liked trying out different kinds of writing. And he tried writing satirical poems about people he knew. So these were a few things about our poet Michael Rosen. Children, you can get to read books or you can get to see movies of this writer, that is Chocolate Cake. We are going on a bear hunt. I think one or two of his books you might see in our library also. That is Michael Rosen's Chocolate Cake. That book is also seen in our library. Now let us know about our poem Chivi. What is the meaning of Chivi here? The meaning of Chivi is giving pressure to someone to do work in an annoying way, that is pressurizing someone to do the work. Sometimes as children we don't like to do certain things, but our parents or our elders, they keep on forcing us to do that work even though we don't like to do it, or maybe we are not aware that we are not supposed to do these things, or we need to follow up a timetable. All these things we don't want to do it, but the instructions or the list of instructions are always given by our elders to us. This poem is just about that, children. Let us understand the poem now stanza wise. So in the first poem, as I told you, this poem deals with the feelings of the poet like other small kids. So here the poet is keeping his he's keeping himself in the place of a small child, and he has written this poem which is of 3 stanzas. The poem Chivi is a catalogue of various do's and don'ts that the grown-ups dictate to their children. The adults constantly give a list of instructions to the children about how to sit, how to talk, how to eat and so on. The poem indicates a passage of time when the young child has grown up and is incapable of taking a decision on his own. The same adults then keep on telling the grown up child that he is not being able to think independently. So here This was the soul of the poem. Now let me read it stanza wise for you to explain. Grown ups say things like speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose. So the poem opens with a long list of instructions. In all likelihood, these instructions, that is like in our childhood, these instructions are being issued by the adults to the young ones. Speak up, don't talk while your mouth is full of food, and so on, are just a few examples given here in the poem. I think all these things you have kept on hearing from your adults or from your teachers or parents. In the second stanza, the poet writes, sit up, say please, less noise, shut the door behind you, don't drag your feet. Haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pocket. So here the poet continues to put an emphasis on how the young children are directed to act in accordance the instructions issued by the adults. So here in the second stanza, the poet continues with yet another set of instructions. Each and every activity of the young child is administered and put under surveillance of the grown-ups. So the grown-ups keep watching, and sometimes when you are just trying to respect them, they always tell you that why aren't you talking, why aren't you replying. So these are common things which we get to hear from the elders. Let us check on to the third stanza. Pull your socks up, stand up straight, say thank you, don't interrupt, no one thinks you're funny. Take your elbows off the table. Can't you make your own mind about anything? So these are the lines from the poem. So children, the poet showcases how a child is still being reprimanded by the adult though the child has grown up. The final couplet of the poem shows that perhaps the young child has grown up. However, the adults around him continue to reprimand him, but this time for a different reason. The child is unable to decide anything for himself. He is not certain about anything. It's quite ironical, as the entire childhood of this child was spent blindly following the instructions. So this was the explanation of the poem stanza wise. Now let us check on to what is the conclusion of the poem. As I told you that grown-ups have a habit of always instructing the child, and they ask him to do this and not to do that, but then most of them try to teach the children good manners. Yet the truth is that most children don't like it. I am sure that you also don't like when few of your elders keep on instructing you, don't do this, don't be for a long time on the mobile, or don't talk more with your friends. All these things you people also will not like, but it's just instructions so that the children are able to understand what they are supposed to do. So as I told you, the poem is about the instructions that elders keep on giving to their children, and children are not capable of understanding. So this was the explanation of the poem. Children, now we will discuss further about the textual questions in our online class. Thank you.